Happy freaking Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. What a day. And I'm so happy to be here. Like, I say this all the time, but I really look forward to these live streams, man. You know, it's really easy as a content creator to, you know, just become, bored is the wrong word. It's easy to become complacent, stuck in the cave making knife videos. And the nice thing about this live stream and the Saturday live stream is that it gives me a chance to get out of it. It gives me a chance to connect, to feel like a real human being and not just a set of you know, hands. I never thought that I would be like, wow, I just feel like a set of hands. But that's because you guys. Shout out to you. And you know what? Let's do some shout outs for the chat. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and say hello. See who's here. See who's piling in. Shout out to Knife Plebe. He says, I'm doomed for sleep. Nah, you don't need sleep, brother. Just kidding. Sleep is divine. I never understood that until I had a child. Those of you parents out there, you know what I'm talking about. Having kids changes everything. Thanks for being a channel member, Knife Plebe. We appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Marco, another channel member in the house. Marco, thank you for being a channel member. Ginger Fisher 75, another channel member. We got Mark Parks, and then my man Top Dog, channel member, channel moderator. He knows he's a legend. Certified badass. 100%. He's a legend. And then, of course, we got Alicord Paracord. Welcome in. Certified Good to see you. Badass. Another one. We got the whole chat. The whole chat. Just certified. It's good to see you, Ali. Welcome in. John Blackman. Welcome in. Hey, and then we got Blade Runner HQ in the house. You know what? It must have been fated. Welcome in, brother. I've got the exclusive Blade Runner HQ. The exclusive American Blade Works Model 1, and it's quickly becoming one of my favorite pieces in my collection. And when I saw these available online, I knew that I had to get. I knew I had to nab one because I saw them, and I'm like, there's no way they made a bunch of these. And once people find out that they're there, they will sell like hotcakes. And I heard. I saw you guys sold out. Yeah, I saw that. I mentioned it in my review of this knife that when people found out these were going to go quick because they're great. Who doesn't like a good American-made knife with MagnaCut? Gosh, such a good one. Sorry, I get distracted. I go on these tangents and I can't help myself. Guys, make sure you check out BladeRunnerHQ.com, and you know what? We'll do that in the live stream. Why not? We'll do that in the live stream because they've got an awesome inventory. We got more channel shout outs to do. Let's do this. Hopping back in the chat. John Blackman, welcome in. I don't know if I said hi yet. What's up, brother? Thanks for being a channel member. Oh, yeah. Jim Miller, welcome in. Another channel member. Another knife community legend. Jim is everywhere. He's like John Wick, but he doesn't shoot people. I don't know if that was a good comparison, but Jim, good to see you, buddy. Let's see who else. We got Knives Fast. Welcome in, Knives Fast. You guys know Knives Fast. I would tell you to go subscribe to his channel, but you probably already are. And if you're not, you're missing out. Casey, what's up, man? Eli Sheridan in the house. He says, what's up, Roll? Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome in. Let's see. Goodness, Joseph Jones. Welcome in, brother. Thanks for being a channel member. Ed B. Thanks for being a channel member. Nick EDCR, another channel member. Blade Runner HQ said we sold out. Thanks for the help. You know what? It was only a matter of time. I know you would have sold out of those no matter what I did, because let's face it, you don't see camo carbon fiber everywhere, but when you do, they always do so well. What a great exclusive. Seriously. Shout out to Roadie7420. Shout out to Knives Are Life. Welcome in, fellas. Good to see you. Ed G. Blade says, just got here. What's up, Roll? Dude, I just got here. And I'm assuming, like, I was a little late getting the live stream ready tonight. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're doing it live. Like Bill O'Reilly, we're doing it live. Because normally, like, when you have a live stream set up, at least with the software and stuff that I use, I have to make sure that my soundboard is communicating correctly with the computer to the camera, that I've got like things like buttons set up correctly. You'd think that you just set it once, but no. Shout out to Lone Star Talboy. Welcome in, man. I see you there. He says, it's 5 a.m. here. I got up for this, so there better be some good drama. There always is. I'm thinking about starting a new segment where I pull up like the most negative comment of the week from the videos, because they're so much fun to make some levity with, right? You know, for those of you who don't know, if you ever make YouTube videos, there will always be those people out there that are determined to take the piss out of you any way that they can. This week I had a couple interesting ones. We might do it. We might make it a segment. We might not, but it's also good. It's humbling. You know, it's good to get those negative comments because they keeps you at a ground level. That's important. Eli Sheridan says, love the blacklight carbon fiber. Blade Runner HQ says, if you want to borrow some inventory to review, we need to chat. You can't threaten me with a good time. I'll hit you up on Instagram. Let's do that. I'll hit you up on Instagram after the live. You got a lot of great inventory. I'd love to work with you on some of that too. Lone Star Cowboy says, carry of the day, cold steel mini recon clip point and a Kobun. The cold steel Kobun. I actually have that fixed blade. I like it. It's not like super glitzy or glammy. It doesn't have like the most impressive materials, but it feels badass. It's over there behind the screen, behind the whole Wizard of Oz thing I got going on behind me. So I probably won't dig it out this live stream, but I love the cold steel Kobun. I think they do make a better version of it. I got the one in that has like Oz 8 steel. Joseph Jones says, so Rollo, are you a firefighter? So we were having a conversation on the Discord. And for those of you who don't know, channel members, we have a members only Discord. And you just have to be a channel member and go to my YouTube community page. And I always post invite links there. So you don't have to remain a channel member to join the Discord and to stay in the Discord. You just have to be a channel member to see the invite link. So we have conversations in the Discord, and one of them came in the form of a live stream question request. One of the Discord channels is about, if you post a question there, I'll answer it there. I'll also answer it in the live stream. And Ed, so far, Ed has been exclusively taking advantage of that, which I appreciate. I like participation. Anyways, Ed said, what is the worst knife name that you've come across? And he said the Good Boy was pretty bad because it's Good Boy is what you call your dog, right? It's not what you call your knife, your trusty tool. It's what you call your dog. And I said, I have another one that I think is even worse. I used to be a wildland firefighter. When I was a teenager, I got in on a program where, because I don't know, do people still work at 16? I was working at 16. I grew up rural Eastern Oregon, right? And one of the jobs that I had during the summertime was something called fire camp. And we were basically firefighter support. And then when I turned 18, I could actually join a firefighting crew. And wildland firefighting is a very big part of the Pacific Northwest. And so I did wildland firefighting for a couple of years. The knife that I carried was a Kershaw 1820, model 1820, but Kershaw named it the Needs Work. Don't believe me? I'll prove it. It's not a beautiful knife. It definitely needs work. Hold on. I got to set up the screen share. This is how ill prepared I was today. All right. Hold on. Normally, I'm much better prepared than this. We'll get it on the screen. Hold the phone. So check this out. If you look up the Kershaw Model 1820, it's called the Kershaw Needs Work. How did they think that was a good idea? Oh my goodness. Shout out to Jim Miller for gifting 5 channel memberships. Jim, you legend, you generous legend, you. Thank you, man. Very generous of you. We appreciate it. And welcome into the new connoisseurs and collectors of all things sharp and shiny. Everybody, welcome in the new channel members. And make sure you go to the community board on my YouTube channel. Check out the Discord. Check it out. Why not? You have nothing to lose. It is free for channel members. All right. Jim Miller says, now get on the Discord. Spartan, kick that door down.
This is Sparta!
Do it for me. And because Jim asked nicely. Thanks, Jim. We appreciate you, brother. All right. Let's see here. Anyways, it's called the Kershaw Needs Work. What were they thinking? Like, it's not a particularly good looking knife, and it is assisted. It's less of a knife name and more of a admonition. Admission? Yeah, it's more of an admission. They're like, you know what? We've got a speed safe that's been, designed by Ken Onion, but everything else needs work. Oh, yeah. They don't make this one anymore. Apparently, it needed too much work. But that's what I used. I was an FFT2 firefighter, which is crew. I was on an engine crew. I did that for a couple of years. And when you're not firefighting and you're a wildland firefighter, you're doing something called brush piling, which is awful. Shout out to the wildland firefighters out there. I don't know if we have any in the live chat, but know that I know what you go through and I appreciate you guys. It's not an easy job. But yeah, that's what I used. And that very first summer that I had that, we were doing something called hot spot gridding. Just because you don't see flames doesn't mean the fire's out, right? And some idiot left the hose line out during a hot spot grid and it burned up because even though there was no flames that you could see, a lot of times the ground is still searing hot. In a hot spot grid, you have to get on your hands and knees and feel around because it's so hot that even through gloves, you could still feel the hot spots. And then you have to take your shovel, dig it up, smother it, and make sure that there's no roots that are smoldering up below, because that's what happens. Wildland firefighters know what I'm talking about. For everyone else, like, what are you talking about, Rolls? What are you doing? Knives Fast says, what are you using to fire your arounders, dude? My arounders? I'm not sure I understand, Casey. Let's see. The Night's Edge says, what's up, fam? Rollshambo, I'm here. You can start now. Oh, I can't. Thank you. Shout out to the Night's Edge. He's got his own channel. Friend of the channel. Another content creator. His channel is growing. Make sure you check out the Night's Edge. The Night's Edge says 30 in here and only 20 likes. This ain't Kenny Rogers. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Kenny Rogers EDC. Why not? Ed B says they should be admonished for that name. They should be. They should be ashamed. Kershaw, what were you thinking? Assisted and called the needs work? Irony, anybody? And they're from my home state. They're from Oregon. The shame. All right. You know what we could do? I could show you guys where to find this. If you're a channel member, go to YouTube, and I'll do it like I would do it if I was looking for this. If you're a newly initiated channel member, go to YouTube, search Rollshambo. I'm going to pop up first. Bang. There we are. Click on it, right? And then here in the channel, you'll see a tab that's labeled Community. Click on that. Channel members can see certain things that I've listed as channel members only. So for example, 4 days ago, I posted one that's members only, and it says, attention new and old channel members, if you'd like to join the members only Discord, here's the invite link. Now, when you do that, it'll take you to Discord, which is basically a chat room with different channels. And here we can talk about our carries. We can hang out and chat. I've got these Steel Snobs knife steel rating comparison sheet. It lives here. Everyone asks me for this. It lives here. If you want that, become a channel member, join the Discord, go to the Steel Snobs comparison channel in the Discord, and boom, it's right here. You can download it. You can do whatever you want with it. I make it available here in the Discord. Anyways, yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do another one. Let's do another invite link. We'll send it to the members only. Boom, there we go. So we're gonna set this link to never expire. I always do this, and it still finds a way to expire. I don't know why. I think I'm cursed. And then we're gonna go here, and we will post it again. Join the members only Discord here. Boom. And then we will do all channel members. There you go. Channel members, I appreciate you. It is one of the perks for being a channel member at least once. Yeah. So there you go, fellas. Now you know. Knives Fast says, fire your sounders, aka sounds. I refuse. I'm the king of awkward sound effects. It's what I do. I just enjoy it. A lot of live streams that do more of a podcast style, they'll actually have people. So a lot of really well done live streams and podcasts that are live, they actually have a team of people. And one of those people, one of their jobs is to do sound effects. I'm a team of one. I'm an army of one. So instead, you just get my poorly timed sound effects.
This is Sparta!
I enjoy it. Jim Miller says, it's illegal for me to hire anyone under 18. I was running a crew at 10. Stupid. You know, I appreciate it. I worked, at least in my home state of Oregon, it's not illegal to work at 16. My first job was working at a gas station. That job paid for my first car. That's important. A lot of kids at 16, their parents give them a car. I had to earn it. You know, there's nothing cool about having your parents drive you to work every day. But I did. And it's one of those experiences that I think is important for young people. So, yeah, it was a Forest Service program in high school where the state Forest Service hired teenagers to basically do wildland firefighting support. It's called Fire Camp. And at the time, I was getting paid $10 an hour, which at 16, you know, back then, that was a lot. That was a lot for a 16-year-old Rollshambo. That was great because I didn't pay rent, I didn't pay utilities, I didn't pay for food, I didn't pay for nada. The only thing I paid for was like my car and my gas. So yeah, that's how they did it, and it was great. And then I transitioned into wildland firefighting when I turned 18, which was a lot of fun. Very interesting experience. Greg C says, I do that for our auctions at Blade Runner HQ, auction sound effects. I appreciate those, man. Keep it up. Keep up the sound effects. It keeps things fresh. I need new sound effects, though. Let's see. Lone Star Cowboy says, be careful what you feel when you're on your hands and knees. He came for the drama. He said it's like 5 a.m. where he is at. If you don't find the drama, just bring the drama. Hotspot grinning is no fun. It's no fun. Hey, Top Dog, thanks for shouting out that link to Blade Runner HQ. Appreciate it, man. All right. And you know what? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and head on over there. I had this queued up in my website browser tabs, but I called it, guys. I made a video the other day where I said, just wait until people find out these will sell out. And thanks to all of you awesome community members, it's sold out. Word on the street is that they only made 50 of these exclusives. So hopefully if you wanted one, you got one. They're badass. I love mine. And I've got some skiff bearings that I need to install on this weekend. So really looking forward to that. Really, really cool. Really cool. It is my sincere hope that we see more awesome exclusives for Blade Runner. That'd be really, really awesome. But yeah, let's check out the site. We've got the microtech brake eel. Out the side autos. They've got a lot of American made stuff too. A lot of OTFs. They've got some out the sides as well. The Kunwu Zen. I thought this one was pretty cool. Check it out. 4.2 ounces. It's an 8.25 inch long knife. That is a full-size knife in LMAX, and Kunwu knows what they're doing with their heat treats. That's LMAX at 60 to 62. Sweet. And $215. They also have, and here's the cool part too, guys. Like when these released recently, and they've been so hard to get. They've been so hard to get because a lot of times scalpers, they target new model microtechs like nothing you've ever seen before. But the new Microtech Cypher 2 is available on Blade Runner HQ. $405. I had a Microtech Cypher. I sold it shortly after I started the channel because I was trying to appropriate funds to buy stuff for the channel. I wish I hadn't though. It was a Microtech Cypher Mark 7. This is the Microtech Cypher 2. I don't know how they went backwards. That doesn't make any sense to me. How do you go backwards in time? How do you go backwards in time? I don't get it. Eli Sheridan said Zen Compact is for real. Never tried one. We should change that. The Kershaw Scallion. See, Kershaw got better with their naming conventions. I mean, it's not legendary like the Needs work. That's better. I think that one's actually a Ken Onion knife too. Yep. Designer Ken Onion. I was going to say he has a style that you can sell. Ken Onion is a knife making legend. Now here's one that I don't understand. What I don't understand is why Kershaw went away from MagnaCut on the Launch 15. Like Damascus is not a hype. It can be, but Damascus is multiple steels pattern welded together. And my understanding of Damascus is that it's primarily for looks, for aesthetic purposes. One of the reasons why Damasteel is so good is because it looks fantastic, but it's also made out of a mixture of steels, which gets it pretty decent edge retention as well, wear resistance. That's why Damasteel is so expensive. A shout out to the Knight's Edge for gifting a channel membership. Thanks, man. We appreciate you. And welcome in to Autumn Wind, who was gifted the channel membership. Congratulations on becoming a connoisseur and collector, brother. Lone Star Talboy says, Cold Steel Drama calling the Spartan a kukri when it's a kopis named after its Hellenic namesake. What happened? What happened? Cold Steel Drama calling the Spartan a kukri when it's a kopis. Who did? What happened? Top Dog says, darn mask cuss is usually crap. It depends on who's doing it. The Night's Edge. Excuse me. The Night's Edge with another gifted membership. Oh, yeah. Thanks, man. Thank you for your generosity. We appreciate it. And welcome into Stephen Burgess, who was gifted the new channel membership. We appreciate it, man. Eli Sheridan said, send it. Alicord Paracord said, Rollshambo, did you see Greg C's comment? Greg C. Oh, yeah. Greg C says, we can send you a compact Kunwu. Let's do it, man. I would love to check it out. I think that'd be a lot of fun to review. It says, this is a redesign. Older was collab with Monroe. Yeah. Yeah, DC Monroe did the original microtech cipher, which you could find on the John Wick movies. But the cipher in the John Wick movies was the dagger style, not the super cool Warncliffe reverse Tanto style. And shout out to Knives Fast with the 2 bones. He says, good stuff, roll later. I got to run. Brother, we appreciate you. Thank you for being a pillar of the community. And we'll catch you on the flip-flop. Greg C says, RJ stole my phone for a sec to comment that. They take the phones. You gotta keep them close. Got to protect the phone. No, man, I'm looking forward to having a conversation with you guys after the live stream. But I was just curious, like, why did Kershaw step away from the Magna Cut? What I really want to know is what's in the special herbs and spices in the Kershaw Damascus Out the Side Auto. You'll be hard-pressed to find knife manufacturers that give you that information because usually it's a proprietary blend. Let's see, the Kershaw Launch 19 Automatic Black. And there's so many Kershaw launches that are good. Ooh, the Glycon. Have you noticed they've been coming out with more Glycons recently? And then they've got a fully... Ooh, this is nice. Full carbon fiber Kershaw Livewire in Magna Cut. Yeah. And I believe, did they ever confirm whether this was made by Hogue? I thought that they did, but I can't find any solid information. I could have swore that it was determined that the Livewire was actually OEM'd by Hogue. We know that it's USA made. We also know that it's Kershaw's only OTF. I reviewed one and I loved it. I loved it. The carbon fiber is good. It's really good. It's probably a lot lighter too. Is that carbon fiber? Yeah, it looks like carbon fiber only on one side. Interesting. That's cool. This is the first time I've seen that. But that's what I mean when I say that Blade Runner has some really cool stuff that I haven't seen other places. For example, the Heretic Gin slip joint. Did you guys know that Heretic made slip joints? I'm just starting to get into them. I'm carrying a slip joint right now. The one I'm carrying is well, you guys know what it is. It's the QSP Hedgehog, the TPK edition. I'll spare you guys the spiel because you've heard it a million times. Love it. But yeah, the Heretic Gin slip joint. If you didn't know, they made one $320, which I honestly think is, I mean, it's cheaper than Jack Wolf knives. Let's call a spade, and it's actually made in the United States. Is it good? We don't know yet. All right. Lots of good Protex. Love it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and slide into pocket checks. Guys, if you want your pocket check to be featured on the live stream, join the members only Discord and pop a picture in here. We're going to scroll up because there were some that came in after the Saturday stream. Kaleidoscope of Knives carried the Matsy Basilisk courtesy of the Knives giveaway. He won a Basilisk? Damn, congratulations to Kaleidoscope of Knives. Talk about a sweet giveaway. By the way, guys, keep your ears out and your eyes out because we're going to be doing a 7,000 subscriber giveaway. We are like 80 subscribers shy right now. Did you know that? Check it out. 6.93. We're like 70 subscribers shy. We'll hit it soon. And oh my goodness, El Cap Addict in the house. Thanks for gifting a channel membership, brother. We appreciate you. El Cap, always good to see you, man. Always. Blade Runner says those Greg C comments for us. Oops, too many accounts. I do that too because I have different Instagram accounts. I have a personal one and then I have the channel one. It gets kind of awkward when I send the wrong message from the wrong account. Been there. Blade Runner HQ says Disc can design it. Yeah, the Livewire. It's fantastic. Love it. Blue Minotti Ninja coming in with 5 gifted memberships, and then El Cap right after that with another gifted membership. Man, you guys are so kind. Thank you so much. And oh my goodness, so many new channel members in the house. Welcome in, everybody. And for some of you guys, welcome back. I know some of you guys have been here before. Lone Star Talboy says the Civivi Damascus pattern welded steel is 9CR18 MOV and 10CR15 MOV VG10 analog. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing. You mean nothing wrong with that? I mean, look, it is what it is. I'm okay if it's priced, but here's the deal. Knife enthusiasts know this. It's not just about the materials because many enthusiasts don't really use their knives, and I'm cool with that. However you got into the hobby for whatever reason, whether you use your knives or not, that is your business. So I can see why moving away from a performance steel for some people in favor of better aesthetics is preferable. For some people, that is their jam. I carry everything that I buy. If I buy it, it's getting carried. And if I'm not going to carry it, I'm probably going to sell it. I try to keep my collection reasonable. And when I start to notice stuff sitting and not getting any pocket time, that's how I know that it's time. That's how I know. Let's get back to the pocket checks, though. And Blue Minotti Ninja and El Cap, thank you guys once again. You guys are American heroes. Can't tell you how much it means to be supported by such an awesome community. All right. Barbarian Brawny. I don't know if he's in the live stream, but I hope he is. Barbarian Brawny carrying the... Is that the Nkosi? Here we go again. If you guys didn't know, the name of this segment is Rollshambo misidentifies knives for 15 minutes straight. It happens. That's what happens. all these Chris Reeve knives look the same. I believe that's the Nkosi Tonso. Jim Miller's got the Kaiser Kobold 2. Jim, thank you for listing out what you're carrying today. He's got the Kaiser Kobold 2, the Finch Hellfire Inferno, and the CRKT Stiff Kiss. Nice. Jim knows that I can't remember my fixed blade models to save my life. I'm awful at fixed blades. I like them. I'm bad at identifying them. Ooh, and then he says, here she is, Rollshambo. Check out that one. Yes. Dude, check out. That is good. That is really good. All right, so check out the difference in the pattern in the camo carbon fiber. There's a couple different reasons why I love camo carbon fiber. The first is that no two patterns are the same. They're all different, which means that there will never be another camo carbon fiber version of this knife. Even if they made, 1,000 of them, there would never be one with this exact pattern. There will never be one with that exact pattern. That is sweet. Dear Lord, Jim. Sweet. I am very preferential to mine, though. I saw the spot of green in here, and I love that. Looking good, my friend. Looking very good. Let's see, the Knight's Edge. Ooh, the Knight's Edge. What is that? Why are you doing this to me? I can't recognize that knife from there. Help a brother out. That is a Kaiser. Hey, welcome into Alicord Paracord. Thanks for joining the Discord. Good to see you. Eli Sheridan. Okay. Welcome in, Eli Sheridan. Did you just join as well? Maybe you've been in here. He's got the Microtech Cypher 2. I've heard nothing but good things about the Cypher 2. I loved my Microtech Cypher Mark 7 by DC Monroe. These are supposed to be a little more carry friendly because they shortened it a little bit. My Cypher, the Mark 7, was a decent size, but the action was so smooth, and they've improved on the design. Very cool. John Blackman's got the O-Knife Freeze 2 Copper and 154 cm. Very, very nice. You know, O-Knife, as far as getting good bang for your buck, O-Knife is highly underrated. I checked out a score of O-Knives last year, and they've been good. I've been letting people know that I'm not doing flashlight reviews anymore, so I don't know if I'll have an opportunity to check out too many O-Knife or O-Light products this year because of that. But I can tell you that they're pretty decent. They've been doing a really good job. OEM'd by Kaiser. I'm pretty positive, like 99.9% sure. Of course, they don't list that, but I think it's not so well-known secret at this point. Autumn Wind says, try the Surge Slip 7. It's a nice slippy. I've been meaning to check out some of Surge's knives because he's been doing more production knives on his website. Let's see. Serge Panchenko knives. The one I really want. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's really nice. With the Nebula Fat Carbon. Look at that. He knows how to take good pictures too. A lot of these knife makers that are successful, it's like their significant other is always this like really good photographer, or photography is a second hobby. Photography is a second hobby for me, but I'm all self-taught. I don't have the super high-end equipment like some of these people. My buddy Duty's Daggers has one of these, and he swears by it. We're gonna have to check one out. Need to get one of these. I don't know if that will happen anytime soon, but it's on the list. It's official. It's on the list. All right. So I think we're all caught up with the Discord. Guys, if you want your carry to be featured in the live stream, pop it in the Discord. We will get to it. And if we don't get to it today, we will get to it on Saturday, because we also go live every Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's noonish if you're close to the Rockies. The Night's Edge says, pornography is also a second hobby for me. We're learning new things every day. Shout out to Barbarian Bronny. There he is. He says, EDC and photography are great hobbies to combine. I agree. What gets to me is when people are like, well, you take pictures of it. Obviously, you don't carry your knives. It's like, well, I mean, I did cut my lunch up with my LUDT today, so there's that. I don't know what people expect. I feel like there's a group of people out there who is determined to say that you shouldn't buy knives unless you hard use them in like a construction setting. But you ask people in construction what they use for knives, and oftentimes they're using like Milwaukee fastbacks. They're not using, their multiple $100 American made whatever. Hey, shout out to Todd Carr, channel member. Welcome in, Todd. Good to see you, man. Welcome into Mind of Milton, Tori Casey. Thanks for being channel members, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
Lone Star Cowboy says, safe queen drama. This is the way. We're here for it. Tori Casey said, Jim, did you get your ABW today? Yeah, we were actually just checking it out, dude. It's pretty sweet. Should I zoom in? Can I zoom in? Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Check out the pattern on that camo carbon fiber. I love it. And I love that it's distinctly different than the pattern on all of them. Camo carbon fiber is highly underrated. I love fat carbon fiber too, but I feel like it's starting to get overplayed. Camo carbon fiber is the way. Edgy Blade says, odd question, but I have to ask, are you related to character actor Todd Sussman? You look a lot like him. We could do a side-by-side comparison. I can tell you that I'm not. It's probably the nose, right? It's the nose. I got this gigantor nose. I wish, because I'm pretty sure he's very successful and I could use a little inheritance money. Not related. I've had people ask me, or I've had people mention that they think that I look like Dwayne from The Office. I get a lot of comparisons. They're entertaining. The Night's Edge says, I take pictures of fat girls and I carry them. So what's the difference? I mean, come on. Greg C says, I did photography and then I joined RJ for Blade Runner HQ. And now I do all the photography for us and it worked out well. There's some good pictures on Blade Runner HQ, man. Like, these look great. And you can tell people that take pictures, they know, because what you look for is sharpness. You look for focus, and they're not the same thing. They're good photos. You take great product photos, and that's half the battle. The key is just to take a lot of photos and pray for the best. If you know, you know. Greg C says, we talked to Camo Carbon at the Blade, Texas, and he had lots of incredible samples on his table. I'll say this. If I don't know if I'll ever do this because it's expensive, but one day, if I design my own knife, it's going to have camo carbon fiber somewhere. It's got to. And that model will be called the Druthers. Because when you have your druthers, you have it your way. And I would 100% have camo carbon fiber on my knife if I were to design one. Todd Carr says, Rolls long lost dad, we found. Dad? He's still alive too. Yeah. No inheritance for now. He's still living. Yeah, no relation, just the same nose. Top Dog says, you guys know that like button is not going to smack itself, right? Yeah, just give it a little tappy tap if you feel so inclined. Jim Miller says, a good camera is equal to dressed out Shiro in price. So here's the depressing part. A entry level professional camera, which to be honest with you is what I use. For those of you who are curious of what my setup is, I have a Canon M50 Mark II, which is considered entry level. Brand new, that camera was $750. And I know what a lot of you are thinking, but Metal Complex uses his phone. Yes, he does. I use high quality equipment because that's my brand. Because I wouldn't do it any other way. That's just me. That's my preference. I have nothing against people in the community who use their phones for their channels. Some people are very successful at it. Metal Complex, I know, is good at it. Lefty EDC, my buddy Kevin, Lefty EDC, he uses his phone. Lots of people do. It's just not my brand. So to get into photography, it's super expensive. I use a Canon M50, and it's like $750, not counting the cost of lenses. I've only got 3 lenses, and they're also hundreds of dollars. So cameras are far more expensive to get into than knives. Tori Casey says, I rarely buy flipper only knives, but I couldn't help myself with that one. For this one, yeah. I like how you can load up on the flipper tap on these Model 1s. Because I rarely go for flipper only knives also. Like, I have rules, but one of my favorite hobbies, one of my favorite things to do is to find the exceptions to the rule. 100% an exception to the rule. And I love that they got the MagnaCut cryo treated to 63 to 64. It is, oh, it's so good. MagnaCut at 63 to 64 is so different than MagnaCut at, say, like 61 to 62. And something that I need to mention, because I get these comments all the time. For those of you who don't know, there is a difference between Rockwell hardness and a good heat treat. You can properly heat treat MagnaCut down at 60 HRC. HRC and a good heat treat are not mutually exclusive. You can do a bad heat treat and have a high Rockwell hardness. And you can do a good heat treat and have a softer Rockwell hardness. They're not mutually exclusive. We in the community, we want everything. We want a good heat treat and we want high Rockwell hardness because it helps with the edge retention. And also because you don't actually, especially on MagnaCut, you don't see a big fall off in the toughness when you go from, say, like 60 to 64. At 64 HRC, MagnaCut is still going to act like, I think it was like, what, 4V? I'd have to look at the article from Laren, but MagnaCut at 64 HRC is not like every other steel at that Rockwell. It is much, much tougher. And I think that is why we all want it at like 64. Barbarian Brawny says, I use a Red Digital Cinema V-Raptor XL 8K. All right, Brawny. All right, we're going to look up Brawny's camera. If you guys want to know what Brawny is using, because I got to see this. He's got a Red Digital Cinema V-Raptor XL 8K. Let's check it out. Brawny, are you for real? Are you? So unless he's messing with us, Brawny's using a $44,000 camera. What's your day job, man? Do you work for? Are you in? Like, I hope that you're in regular video production. That's like buying a nice Camaro, nice brand new Camaro or nice sports car. It's a brand new car money right there. But that's what I mean when I say that cameras are ridiculously expensive. I'm over here on my entry level, Canon M50. $45,000 camera. Greg C says, very few knives came back like 10%. None of my camera equipment, Canon RP, Canon R6, 3 lenses. I'm sorry, man. It always ends up being that the worst things happen to the best people. But karma has a way of coming back around. I hope that they bring the burglary charges. I heard that they caught the guy. I hope that the charges get brought before the grand jury and that they nail him to the frickin' cross.
This is Sparta!
And Spartan kick his ass into jail, because that's not cool. Barbarian Brawny says, for the record, I'm completely kidding. I was going to say, if you use a $45,000 cinema cam, I need in on whatever you're doing, because that sounds badass. Joe Isabella says, just dropping by to say hi and leave a like before hitting the bunk. Love y'all. Hit that button. Thank you, man. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah. You had me going, Brawny. I believed you. You had me hook, line, and sinker that you were using this $45,000 camera. Some people have ridiculous setups like that. Lone Star Cowboy said, should the camera quality match the quality of the knives in the photo? Lens shaming drama, this is the way. He really is here for the drama. All right. So, yeah. Quick question for you guys. If you could have any knife at all, let's say that this includes discontinued models. You could get it for free, brand new quality. Nothing is discontinued. Nothing is too expensive. You don't have to give anything up, but you could get one knife. What would that knife be? I think for me, because I know a lot of people out there would choose a Koenig Arius, they'd choose a Oz Machine Company Roosevelt, and those are legendary knives now. But I was thinking about this question earlier today. Like, if you could pick one, you don't have to pay for it, it's not discontinued, you could pick anything, what would it be? I have a really hard time answering this question, which is why I thought I would go ahead and ask you guys. If you could pick one, anything in history, what would it be? Fook Doozle says some jewel encrusted Sultan's knife and I'd sell it. Let's say you have to keep it. Greg C said he would pick the giant halo. Are you talking about that monstrosity that microtech brings to or no, I'm thinking Heretic. Was it Heretic that had the big guy? Maybe, I think microtech probably did one too. I think theirs was a while ago. But those things are massive. Looks like you could use it to, batter down the doors with. Pretty sure SWAT team uses that to breach. Massive. Jim Miller says, Boudica, it's made by a South African maker whose name I can't remember. $6,500. Okay. Is it Anton Vander West is it? I cannot pronounce that name, but I think we found it. Is it the Boudica 8? I mean, those are only $3,200. All right. These are gorgeous. That is, what is that? Is that dragon scale Damascus? It's got to say somewhere around here. Yeah, dragon skin Damascus. How do you even get that? Is there any knife makers in the chat? How do you even get that? I've seen this before. I've always been curious. How do you... I don't understand. What is dragon skin Damascus? Dragon skin Damascus, Timascus, and twin pockets meteorite with ceramic IKBS bearings. That's insanity. Of course it's out of stock. What do you mean I can't buy it? Go figure. The Night's Edge says, can someone please ask Kaiser to keep their sale going until my check clears at midnight tomorrow? Are they running a sale? They didn't tell me. I'm a terrible influencer. Like, all the influencers are always posting all of the sales, and I catch some of them. But like, I'm affiliated with Kaiser and I didn't even know they were running a sale. The shame. The shame. Minimalism. That's cool. What is their sale? Oh, clearance sale. Is that what we're talking about? Let's see what they got. I'm not a huge fan of the syrup. Is that pronounced serape or syrup? I'm not sure. I'm not a huge fan of the syrup. Syrup. Oh, that's cool. This one designed by my buddy Sharif Manganis, the Kaiser Grazioso. This was his first design with Kaiser. Sharif knows what he's doing. If you guys haven't checked out my buddy Sharif, Manganis Steel, fantastic knife designer. He's an engineer. He knows what he's doing. This was his first design with Kaiser. And they've got it on sale right now, 40% off. It's only $40? No way. N690 steel. Okay. I thought they made a more premium version of this one too. I'll have to ask them about it. Let's see. They got some good stuff on here. Good prices. I'm still disappointed that they were running a sale and I had no idea. Jim Miller says they make a custom. Those are Midtech. For the Boudikas? What's the model name? Help me out. Boudica knife. Is it the Angel's Finger? No, that's only $1,100. I know Metal Complex reviewed one of these, the Angel Finger. Yeah, look at that. Look at that inlay. That's pretty sweet. Some people are not a huge fan of Timascus or Zerkatai. I always get the two confused. I think it looks great. Especially when it's tastefully done. Sometimes I feel like Timascus is overdone. The Boudica Angel's Finger. Yeah. Very nice. The Night's Edge says, hashtag influencer. I'm an awful influencer. I don't even get my sales right. I do try to post stuff when I see stuff that I think other people will be interested in, or that people could benefit from, or if I see something where a highly sought after knife is posted. Like, for example, one of the things I have on the Discord is the new knife drops channel. Check this out. So I actually posted this yesterday because many of you didn't know this, but NC Blade momentarily had a Spyderco Python available. If you have, $650. I did not. I passed that on to the people in the Discord. It's sold now. I have no idea who bought it, but I know that these are extremely sought after. I'd love to have one because I'm a big fan of Spyderco. I live in the Spyderco capital of the world here in, in Denver. Also, this is a good shout out. For those of you who have Spyderco smocks, the best scales that I've found for the Spyderco smock is made by the guy who designed the knife. He does them custom. He does singular runs, and then he never runs it back. He might keep the design, but do something different with it each time. Anyways, if you want some custom-made scales for your Spyderco smock, check out Smock Knives on Instagram. I have it posted here as well. Here's what he's got, and you can get these anodized any way that you want, which is perfect. He's got the dragon scales. He's got like the spider web with the smock logo in the middle. They're really, really high quality, and it's cool to have something that was designed by the knife designer, especially considering that it's really hard to get his custom work. Jim Miller says, I can't remember it. I'm old. You know what? You're going to remember as soon as the live stream ends. And when that happens, Jim, just let me know in the Discord, brother. All right. I'm trying to see if I missed. I know I missed a bunch of chats, guys. Oh, that's what Barbarian. So Barbarian Brawny said, I use a Sony ZV-E10 with Sigma 16 millimeter. Yeah. Looks great. But you know that. We tell you every Wednesday and Saturday that your photography game is on point. All right. So I'm going to catch up here. Illuminati Ninja says Queen Boudica flipper with Damacore, black Timascus, and engraved. That is absurd. All right, we'll Google it. We'll Google it. Queen Boudica. Oh, there's two C's. Flipper, Damacore, black Timascus, and engraved titanium. All right, so we're gonna see how we're gonna see if we can find the specific one. The $6,500. That is absurd. $6,500. What? That is absurd. Super cool. It's out of stock. Somebody bought it. And you know what? I bet you they don't carry that. I probably wouldn't carry it either. $6,500. That is nuts. All right, guys. So we're getting to the end of the live stream. I know. Everyone else does live streams for like 2 or 3 hours. They sit there on the live stream. My live streams are an hour long. It's what I can do. It's late, especially for those of you on the East Coast. Shout out to all my East Coast channel members. Wrong sound effects. Shout out to my East Coast channel members and viewers who tune in at the latest time ever. You know, it's 9 o'clock here. That means that it's 11 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. It means a lot that you tune in. Thank you. If you donated channel memberships, thank you. If you are a subscriber, thank you. If you comment on the live streams, thank you. If you comment on my regular videos, thank you. The truth of the matter is that I couldn't do this. I would not do this without you guys. You guys make these live streams so much fun. Sorry. This is what happens when I hit the hour mark. I start to lose my voice. It sounds awful. But real quick, we'd be remiss if we did not shout out B. Walsh as a channel member for 11 months. He says, just landed, ever check bags, just to bring knives. I don't travel via plane enough to do that. But if I did, I would. Blue Minotti Ninja with another 5 gifted memberships. Blue, thank you, man. You're my boy, Blue. This is what I mean, though, guys. Like, you guys make this so much fun. You make it worth it. You are the channel. We are nearing 7,000 subscribers. I will be putting together a giveaway when that happens. So keep your eyes peeled, because that will be happening relatively soon when we hit 7,000 subscribers. So to all of you guys who participate, who make the channel what it is, thank you so much. We got good stuff on the way. And we got another live stream coming up on Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's 1:30 p.m. Mountain, which is 3:30 p.m. Eastern or 12:30 p.m. Pacific. If you're in Central Time, that would be 2:30 p.m. Now you know. If you can make it, great. If not, I understand. For some of you guys, I'll see you soon. For everyone else, I'll see you later.